everybody. I'm Olympian Carrie Tollefson, and welcome to the See Tolle Run podcast. This week on See Tolle Run, we are bringing you Sara Hall. Sara's been on my show a number of times, but this week we chat about her racing CIM this weekend and going for another USA championship. Sara's no stranger to winning. She has won 10 US championships, all from the mile up to the marathon. The only person in US history to do that. Sara is unique in so many different ways. In this episode, we will hear all about her training and racing as of late, her new book coming out this April called For the Love of the Grind, her 4 daughters, Ryan, her husband, and what goals she has for getting after it. So let's get after it. Hey, Sara, how you been?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I mean, just finished up with Thanksgiving, so just getting back into the swing of things. How about you?
Yeah, we had low-key Thanksgiving. The girls had 5K races on the track, very like BU style, like here in Arizona. So, but yeah, we've got some epic Thanksgiving or Christmas break plans. So we're gonna make up for it
Ooh.
for Christmas break.
Yeah, you got a lot going on. I wanted to hear all about that. So did you go down to Phoenix? Were you at sea level for this one, for the 5Ks?
Yeah, so the girls have had races down there the last 3 weekends, which is fun. I love this time of year where I can, like, go do a fast workout down there, and it's finally, like,
Yeah.
cool enough to feel good, and then watch their races, and it just get, like, a breather of sleeping at sea level and everything. It's a fun rhythm of this time of year.
Yeah. So you take the whole family kind of down there, or do you go back and forth?
Yeah, we go down and stay at least, like, 1 night down there. Yeah, for the
Oh, okay.
race.
Yeah, I see. I didn't know if that's where you spent the last few weeks because you are getting ready to race CAM. So it's taper mode. So I didn't know if that's, something that you do get out of the altitude, or do you go back up to Flagstaff and stay with the fam?
No, yeah, mainly just in Flagstaff because the fam's here and school and
Yeah.
stuff, but yeah, just getting that, like, 1 or 2 nights down there makes a big difference sometimes to just, like,
Yeah.
recover better.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I was going to start today's convo with us just chatting about the Hall household because you guys have had a lot going on in the last few years, and I haven't had you on the show for a little while. So I wanted to kind of let everyone know what was going on because the last time I think you had 3 still in the house, but now you have 2 that are out of the house. You only have 2 left in the house
Well,
right
and
now.
1
How
next
is
year. Just
Yeah,
yeah, Justin's a senior, so we'll be down to 1, which is crazy.
it's wild. I mean, it doesn't feel that long ago that you brought all 4 girls over here, but it's been 10 years, right? 10 years this fall?
Yeah, 10 years already, we've already hit it, so it's
Oh,
crazy.
yeah, how is it when they all kinda leave? Like, is it really hard, Sarah?
Yeah, it's different, and, like, it just changes the dynamic a lot. I think, like, I'm learning too how to, like, be a mom to adult kids too, because that changes,
Uh-huh.
where you're like, "Okay, before you were here and I was helping you with school," or, like, I knew more what was going on, and then it's like you don't hear from them for a few weeks and you're like, "What's going on?" And I feel like it's, like, payback for your own, like, how you were with I
Oh,
feel like I never called home my whole, like, college experience hardly at all, so I was just, like,
yeah,
having
yeah,
fun and, like, forgot about it, and
yeah,
now I'm like, "Oh, it's like payback now," but
I know. So tell me about the ages again. How old are the girls?
So, our youngest, Lily, is 15, Jasmine is 18, Mia's 21, and Hannah is 25. So, yeah.
Oh my goodness. What is Hannah doing?
She is, so both her and Mia live together up in Northern California in Redding, where we first, like, brought them, home from Ethiopia, and
Yeah.
they're doing this ministry school at Bethel Church, which is something Ryan and I did and, like, brought us to Redding back before we had them and, like, kind of the church community we were, like, living there for. So, yeah, they're really loving it. It's, like, a really diverse group of people, like, from all over the world that come there for that school, and it's been a really, really fun, like, change of pace for them from, like, the kind of collegiate running scene to,
Yeah.
like, being that's more and that's really what we were looking for too when we did that. So yeah, I'm really
So
excited for them
cool.
to get to experience it.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah. Before we get into CIM, I got to hear about Jasmine. So Jasmine, she just won state.
She did.
So you have
Yeah.
now how many state champs? 2 state champs in the house?
Everyone's a state champion but Lily, so no pressure,
Oh
Lily.
my gosh. Yeah,
But
exactly. Okay, so you have all 3 girls won. Oh my goodness, that's
yeah.
amazing. So, okay, so how is Jasmine? Because I know Jasmine probably I feel like I know her the best. I don't know why. It's just that since, we were at Foot Locker, which is now Brooks Cross Country, I've gotten to know her there, and then I saw her in New York a couple times, but I don't know if I ever thought she was gonna be, like, a serious runner. Like, she seemed, like, more aloof and maybe, like, soccer for a while, right? And then acting and all that other fun stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like people know Jasmine most because she's, like, the only extrovert of the girls, so, like, she's the one in all my like, I feel like she's,
Yeah.
like, the majority of this IG stories are her doing, like, crazy things because she, like, likes the camera and, like, wants to be on
Yeah.
my stories, so yeah, I know she didn't run it so she ran in 6th grade and was, like, undefeated, like a meat like, just a natural, and then she didn't
Yeah.
run 7th, 8th, and 9th grades and didn't start again till 10th grade, and, she regrets it now because she's, like, really enjoying it, and
Really?
it's interesting because like, I'm sure as you feel like it's like I feel like parenting is just this trial like, long process of trial and error where you're like, "Should I have, encouraged her more to, like, stick with it?"
Uh-huh.
Like, you don't wanna, like, force your kids to run, like, you're sensitive to that of, like, you don't have to be like me, but then you also, like, see their talent and you're like, "No, I think you could be really good at this." So, I feel like now I regret maybe, like, I feel like I should encourage her a little more and also Lily, like, starting earlier because now Lily's also
Mhm.
really enjoying it, but she, like, really did not wanna do, like, anything physical for, like, a really long time, and that was,
Yeah.
like it's tricky because 'cause you're like, "Where's the line here?" Where you're, like, giving them power to decide things, but also you're like, "Moving your body isn't really an option," we gotta, like, be
Ah,
active, and so, I don't know, it was really easy with our older 2 because they were like, Mia went through a period where she stopped running, but for the most part in high school, both of them were really, like, gung ho, and so it's
yeah.
fun just to, like, support that, but then, yeah, the younger ones, have kind of found their own way at different times.
It's so cool to watch, like, awesome. You have to tell Jasmine that I was so excited to hear that, but also equally as excited to see your last post, how Lily PR'd in the 5K on the track and, like, is finding that love, like, it's really neat, like, thinking of you and Ryan even before the girls. Like, it was such a big part of your lives, like, Ryan, one of the best we've ever seen in American distance running, you as well, and, that's such a big, like, foundation of who you all are is this obviously, we know you as Christian, we know you as, like, beautiful people, but you're very, very good at running, clearly. But it's been really fun to watch you guys parent from afar. And now that I'm kinda in it, like, Ruby is about the same age as Lily, it's like, how do we do this thing? Like, you've gone through,
Yeah.
3 girls now, you have 1 more that's kinda getting into it. I mean, I was like, I can't wait to talk to you because I'm like, how do I light the fire a little bit more under this girl? It's hard.
I know. It's tricky. Like, yeah, Ryan and I were both just so intrinsically motivated and driven and like I would say like our older daughters were more like that, but still not as like extreme as Ryan and I. And
Uh-huh.
so yeah, it's I think it is really individual where some kids do push them and they like want to go the other way, whereas Lily
Mhm.
she would just rather be one with the couch and, like, never get off the couch, and, but, like, anytime I, like, force her to do something, she really enjoys it, and she's, like,
Yeah.
really glad she did it, and she, like, gets endorphins from it, and so I see that, like, I do need to, like, push her more, and, yeah, it was
Mhm.
so cool that, like, I didn't even so Jasmine got the invite to do this track 5K, and I was like, "I don't know if this is a good idea for Lily, like, the 5K on the track is hard, like, took me, like,
Yeah.
years to figure this out."
Yeah.
And she's, like, kinda new to running, and so for her to, like, Ryan told her with 200 to go, like, "If you push hard, you could break 22," and she just pulled out this kick and then was, like, crying at the finish line, like, "I can't believe I did that," and, like, it was so,
Oh.
like, cool to see her, like, she cares now, and it's, like,
Yeah.
it really is hers, and that wouldn't have happened if we hadn't, like, kind of shoved her a little bit, so,
Sure.
yeah, I don't know, I'm figuring it out
Mhm.
too, but, I do think, like, I've tried to just model a lot to them of,
Yeah.
like, doing hard things is fun, I've tried to really just drill that into them that because running is hard, right? But if you can kinda have that mentality that, like, "Yeah, but who cares? Like, it's fun to challenge yourself. It's fun. It's boring to be comfortable, and try to just
Mm,
shift that mindset a little bit.
mhm.
I think that helps too.
There has been a little bit. I mean, I feel like Ruby has that passion to do it, but just watching other parents, and then now even I guess I've had to have some conversations, like, she will ask me about body, like, that kind of stuff. With 4 girls, that's a lot. I grew up with 2 other sisters, 3 girls. It's a lot in the house, right? But, like, now Ruby has grown a lot, and she's asked me a little bit about, would I be better if I wasn't as tall? Or, like, would I be better if I was lighter? Like, all of that stuff. It's a really hard and fine line that you have to kind of walk when you're talking to boys and girls. But for me right now, just Ruby is at that age. The boys, they don't know. They do flex and look at their six packs. But, like, has that been hard for you too, to kind of navigate through those kind of conversations?
I think so. Yeah. I think you're trying to figure out like how to just always frame it positively, and just
I
focusing on the
know.
strength. Like, it's like, I think Ryan's always weightlifting, right? And so it's like, we've tried to really like lean into that side of things. Like, let's just get like stronger,
Yeah.
um, and like not like focus on weight ever. Like, I mean, I don't even really weigh myself that much,
Yep.
so I think it's like that. I don't think, and I think what's awesome right now is we have just so many good role models of like all different types of bodies, right? We have like super short people and tall people and
Yep.
strong people and skinnier people, so I think like having a variety of people having success is awesome to like point to and just be like, yeah, like um you've got like big Ethiopian glutes, like that's awesome. Like, that's like you're like strong to like powering up hills and stuff, just
Yep.
like kind of,
That's
yeah.
exactly what I think of too. I mean, I have to tell Ruby, that she uses those glutes that she has and things like that too. But yeah, I mean, I feel like we're on the same page there. Just kind of accepting what you have and using that for your strength. I mean, she's got really long strides, which sometimes people don't, but it doesn't make them any less talented. It's just use what you've been given.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
like it's crazy at the pro level, like the variety that can still be successful. Like I stand next to Wayne Kaladi and I'm like, you're tiny, like you're so small, But like,
Yeah.
and I'm short too, but like she's even shorter. But then you have like Jane Hendegren, right? Who's like really tall and
Right.
yeah.
It's the best part of our sport, I think, is that it's not one kind or one cookie cutter, right? It's just all of
Yeah.
them get out there and see what they're made of. I have to know who's louder between you and Ryan on the sidelines.
Oh, I bring more excited energy. Jasmine's smiling at me right now because she knows. I like to be like the excited, like, go chase her down, you can get her, like, blah, blah. And Ryan's just like sitting there like on the pole vault pit being like 82. Like just like reading splits. So
That's so
yeah, I
funny.
definitely I can get like, you know, 12 to 14 places around a cross country course, like a 5K course, just like darting everywhere. I make sure to like wear
Uh-huh.
my super. I'm like, this is like workout of the day. Like we gotta get out there. But Ryan will just be like chilling at the mile mark or something.
That is so funny. Like, I have to warm up now. I don't even talk to the other parents until after the race. I'm like, see ya, I gotta go get a mile or 2 in because I get injured if I don't. You know?
Totally.
It's hard when they're fast like Jasmine because then you gotta really put a good sprint in. So that's probably why you're still so fast. Let's talk a little bit about CIM. It's been so fun. Like, I've done some announcing now. And we'll talk about New York a little bit, but I've seen Callie Hauger Thackeray. She's
Yeah.
been around, right? And then it was so cute after I just saw her in Miami. She had a post of you 2 kinda being reunited again. So you guys are doing some training together quite a bit, huh?
We are, yeah, we really synced up a lot last year, after our fall marathons leading into our December marathons and then up till Boston. And then she went back to Europe
Yeah.
basically through Chicago. So we've really missed each other. But yeah, it's been awesome to like find each other for sure.
That is so neat, Sarah. Like, I feel like you have, you post about it, but also just knowing you, you really find people that you will be forever friends with, that you train with. And it's really cool to see the sisterhood and brotherhood that you've had with different people that you train with. I mean, that has to be super important for you to find those good people that you really trust and want to go and share so many miles with.
Yeah, you really like I feel like the longer you do this, you realize it's like the relationships are the best part of the sport. And
Yeah.
like that's like where the life is, where you're like sharing the journey together, you know? Like I feel like there was a period where we were outside the team atmosphere, and then I was like really like I don't want to wait for anyone in workouts. Like I just want to like do what I want to do, you know, and like I
Yeah.
just like was training alone for a while and stuff. And then it just like marathon training is tough. And so I think
Mhm.
like finding those people to share the journey with, like it's so much more fun. Like and you're just messaging all the time, joking around, you know, like banter and yeah, I think Callie and I were just like both wired really similarly. Like we both like to like really like hammer workouts. And so that's like we're either like the best combo or the worst combo. Like I haven't quite figured it out yet, but like it's really fun when you find that person that's just like wired similarly and she just like
Yeah.
loves to race all the time like me. So we're like she's like, "Oh, I figured out 7 races I can do before the spring marathon," you know? Like so
You're like,
yeah, it's
"Sign
been
me up, I'll go too."
yep, I'm like, yeah, we're just a package deal. So yeah, it's
That's
been
great.
fun.
So, I can't remember with Callie, she and her coach write her workouts?
Yeah, that's the tricky part trying to sync with people is when they're part of a team structure, you know, where like
Yeah.
you know, they're a little less flexible what they can do. Whereas like, yeah, what's made it work with Callie, it's so awesome is she's so they're very collaborative. So it's like
Mhm.
we switch off doing each other's workouts and you know, we come to an agreement on what we're both gonna do. And we're just like, no, we're better together. And there's not, I don't know,
Yeah,
we don't feel like there's any magic to training a lot of times. It's just like getting in the hard work and absorbing it well and stuff. So
for sure.
I feel like it's like made it so that yeah, it's not a battle over whose workout you're doing out there, which is nice.
Yeah, and you can kinda mesh. Who's helping you now? Is Ryan still kinda writing your workouts?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I think you know, coaching isn't really like I wouldn't say it's like his passion right now in this season of life. So it's definitely like I think he's, you know, he decided not to work with all his other pro athletes about I don't know, it was about a year ago or so. Um,
Mhm.
and they're all doing great in their new scenarios and stuff. So it worked
Sure.
out well. But I think, yeah, I think we're to the end, but hopefully. But yeah, it's definitely more as a spouse thing than like necessarily
Sure.
like a coach athlete. It's more just like supporting each other as people, you know.
Yeah. Oh, for
And I have
sure.
a lot of like say over what I do at this stage in my career too. Like it's like yeah, I mean I've been doing it a long time. So it's definitely between like Callie and Nick and him and my own, like it's very collaborative.
So, okay, so CIM, the reason why I brought up Callie too is that she won last year. So how fun is that for you? I'm sure you've had some conversations about the course and you've run it obviously. Was it 2017 when you won it?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. So you obviously have know the course, but nice that she won it last year and maybe has some inside scoop for you as well.
Yeah, it was good to talk to her about it because it's been a little bit.
Mhm.
And yeah, I know, of course, joking about taking down her course record and stuff like that too. but um, but yeah, Nick also has run it at least once. He was out there last year
Okay.
too. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting out there and seeing the course hopefully before the race. But yeah, shouldn't have too much advice. I think it's a pretty straightforward
Yeah.
race. I feel like it's a really good course and good atmosphere out there. It'll be fun to just be back in California again, where I
I
grew up
know.
and everything.
Do you have people coming to watch?
Yeah, I have my older daughters coming down. Hannah and Jasmine are going to run the marathon relay. So
Oh, cool.
they do each do a half marathon, and I'll be Jasmine's first half, probably the longest she's ever run before.
Huh.
And then my parents will be out there, and my best friend, and yeah, a couple more people.
Oh, that's really cool. Okay, that's good. I get to use that on the broadcast then. That's some good insight. Um, let's talk a little bit about New York. So, leading up to it, I had chatted with you. You're always so kind to email me back or send me a note back. But you said things were going well. And then it was at mile 17, you had to pull off the course and didn't get to finish that race. So what happened and how did you recover from it?
Yeah, I was really excited for New York. I'd had a healthy, I started to build up with like a foot injury, but for like 4 months, not really much interruptions, like one
Hmm.
bout of sickness, and I've had some good training and like I wouldn't say it was like my fastest ever tempos, but it was like a lot of really solid work, like consistent work, and I spent a lot of it up in Crested Butte at 9,000 feet and felt like I was getting really strong, just running a ton of hills up there, like trying to really prepare for the hills. And that was one fun thing was like I'd always wanted to train for a hilly marathon in Crested Butte, but somehow my falls were always kind of ending up being flat. And so
Yeah.
I never really got to like fully lean into the hills up there. And there's not really anywhere flat up there. So it was really fun. But yeah, it was strange. I felt really good going into it and like felt relaxed mentally, felt excited. Like, at this point, like I don't get super nervous like on a lot of these starting lines. Like I've just done this so many times. Like I trust
Mhm.
myself. I trust my body and I know I'll get the most out of myself. So yeah, it definitely like wasn't mental, but I just felt like I just didn't have any power. Like I was like my stride was like I was just like revving the engine, but like I wasn't even like
Huh.
breathing super hard or going lactic or all those signs of like when something's too fast, like fitness wise.
Right.
It was more just like not having power out there. And I'll say I did feel that a few times in training, but not nearly like to that extent. That it was
Mhm.
like much more extreme. And so yeah, I mean I could have kept going. It was kind of the first time I've ever DNF'd for like a reason that wasn't like really physical.
Yeah.
And that's what's really weird, right? When you, like, step off and, like, you, like, physically can keep going, like, and it's
Mhm.
that was, like, the 4th time I've ever, like, DNF'd in my career, and, like, yeah, like, the other 3 times it was, like, I tore my peroneal or, like, I was, like, really
Huh.
cramping or something like that, you know?
Sure.
But
Sure.
I felt like, "Man, this is gonna be, like, a long day," like, the way I'm feeling, and, like,
Yeah.
I think I've always, like, erred on the side of, like, finish what you start, like, the result sheet be damned, like, I'm finishing this race,
Mhm.
And, like, that has its challenges too, though, right? Like, when you put up a bad mark, like, that can make your next race is tougher, like, your body goes through, like, gutting it out the end of that race, like, when your body isn't cooperating, like, that takes a big toll and you don't recover as well, and, like, you don't get to race as soon after, like, it's all of those
Yep.
things too, so I just felt in my gut, I was like, "No, like, I should stop and, like, regroup and figure out what's going on and try to, like, get out there in something else," and so,
Mm.
yeah, I'm glad I did. It still is, like, a weird feeling for sure, but yeah, so,
Yeah.
that's New York. It was weird. It was a disaster.
Well, it's almost like maybe you were fighting something that you just didn't know, like some kind of maybe you're just a little sick or something like that, but you came out of it okay. Like you went home and rested up and this build has been fine.
Yeah, yeah, it has. It's gone really well. I think,
Yay.
yeah, I think the upside of keeping going is like you can test some things of like maybe what was going on. Like I think we have some theories of why that happened, and now we get a chance to
Okay.
like actually test it in training and in the race and see if like things are different. And that's a
Mhm.
benefit of like actually getting to do another race. So
Yeah.
so yeah, we're testing that now. But yeah, I had like a really good like, yeah, I mean, all of my workouts were good. I would say like that one like really stood out where I was like, wow, I didn't know like it'd be possible for me to do K repeats at that, for anymore. Like it was
Good.
like better than anything I did when I was like racing track. So it was like, yeah, those signs are like encouraging to me because I think when you have a big like disaster like New York, you're like, maybe this is the end, like I've had a good
Yeah.
run, like maybe my body's just old now, or you have all those thoughts, but then it really helps to get back out there and training and be like, oh no, actually like my body is like really doing this still. Like it feels really
Yeah.
good. And so that helps.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
really, I mean, you and I would tell people that people have off days all the time, but it's really hard to swallow it when it's your off day.
Yeah, what's hard about the marathon is like you just get to do it so infrequently, and
Right.
I do feel like at this age it's like you have to prove it every time out almost, like
Mm.
people are just kind of
Mhm.
waiting for you to like be washed up, and it's like you have
Oh.
to be like, "No, I'm still here." And so I think like yeah, I was talking to one of my coaches and he was like, "If a pitcher is like pitching really bad, like they don't make him finish the game, right? Like they pull him out." Like
Yeah.
and it's like folks like but then it's like, yeah, but then they get to like play pretty soon afterwards, right? Whereas
Yeah.
like we have to wait quite a while, but thankfully 5 weeks till CM isn't that long. So
Wow. Yeah, and for you, that is that the quickest turnaround though? I mean, you've actually finished I'm trying to think. Remember that one year? Was it 2022? You raced back-to-back marathons really quick. What's the shortest in between that you've ever done 2 marathons?
The shortest is 5 weeks, but I have done, like my very first marathon, I raced World Cross, like, 13 days after. So I've
Oh,
done some,
yeah.
like yeah, 2019, I ran, like, the 10-mile champs. Like, it was, like, 6 or 7 days after Berlin or, like, things like so I've done some, like, shorter races closer, and I think that's almost harder, like,
Yeah.
the really close to like, 5 weeks, I feel like I understand now, but
Yeah. Well, some people I haven't seen a lot of people doing this in the, I guess, more recent years, but they used to do a 10K like 6, 7 days out before a marathon. And a lot of people don't do that anymore.
No, I haven't heard of that. That's interesting.
Yeah, I think it was Alberto that used to do that with some of his athletes, if I'm thinking back of who it
Okay.
was. And I think Paula Radcliffe too, she didn't mind doing that when she ran the marathon in '04. I think that was one of her things was maybe running a hard 10K before, but then she ended up remember she got DNF'd the marathon there and
Yeah.
then she ran the marathon or the 10K on the track. So some people have
You did?
different views on it. Yeah, she came back and ran the 10K.
I didn't know that. Huh. How did it
Yeah,
go?
I don't think it went great.
Oh,
But
makes
yeah,
sense.
she
That would
did.
be
I think she was so frustrated in that marathon and then came back. But anywho, where have you been then? So you've been in Flagstaff for this build. But you've been like I mean, it's so fun to watch where you are. You're like either in Phoenix, you're in Flag, you're in Crested Butte, sometimes you're in Gunnison, like, you're all over the place. I love it.
Yeah, I'm a gypsy at heart for sure, and, like, it's hard with kids in school, you don't get to do as much of
Yes.
that, but, yeah, the summer and then getting to go to CB in the fall has been really fun. That's kinda like when
Mhm.
Ryan and I get our one trip alone,
Okay.
because the other trips are, like, around the kids' breaks and stuff, but, like, we have the grandparents watch the kids, and then the aspens are changing, and it's just, like,
Oh,
so beautiful up there. So, we really love that, but yeah, now it'll just be Flagstaff for a while. We're
okay.
gonna head to Quito during Christmas break, which will be really fun. Really love training there too, is like a fun place we've discovered recently and spent the last 2 March. Um,
Okay.
like spring break period is like because it's also 9,000 feet, it's like really warm, really
Mhm.
safe, like amazing running. Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
cool.
just this hidden gem. So that'll
Yeah.
be fun to get back up there.
Yeah, and the girls love to travel as well, it seems like. That's so cool. Um, Tell me a little bit about your goals for this weekend. I mean, this is another USA championship. Obviously, a lot of people go to CIM to get that Olympic trial standard. Like there's a lot that happens within this. It's a smaller race, but yet it draws a lot of people. Like Courtney Dauwalter's gonna go and race there this weekend. Like there's a big field and a really good field. So what are your goals?
Yeah, I think anytime there's a US championship, like I want to compete for the win, you know? I think that's
Yeah.
what's fun about championship racing versus yeah, just like some kind of time trial. Like I'm not really picturing it being a time trial.
Mhm.
But I do want to, I would love to run fast. Like anytime you're on a fast course, that's like really appealing. Like, it's something I enjoy doing in training is just, like, seeing how fast I can run those tempos and stuff. So I would say I'll be looking at my watch for sure out there, but don't have, like, a
Yeah.
tangible kind of time goal necessarily.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, it'll definitely be just trying to, like, be in the moment, I think. I think just really enjoy I think that was the hard part about New York is I never got to have, like, the fun part, which is the race,
Yeah.
like, you do all this really hard training, and I did really enjoy the training too, but, like, the race is always the most fun part, and I never got
Mhm.
that, so, I think it's really just that, just getting to enjoy it, and, yeah, I don't know if I'll ever be as fit as I am now in the future, right? So, just enjoying that
Yeah.
fitness and the feeling of flying along out there, clicking off splits, like, just savoring that.
That's so cool. Well, if you do, I mean, you've run 2:23 recently. I mean, you ran that in Valencia last year, which is almost exactly a year ago, and that's a US Masters record. So, I mean, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll count it with it being point to point,
Oh,
their
true.
records, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it could be a master's best or something.
Okay, okay,
But
okay. How about this YouTube stuff? Did you enjoy that?
yeah, I did. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm naturally like a a YouTube personality necessarily.
Uh-huh.
It was, but yeah, I loved the Lever's vision for it. I was really thankful
Yeah.
that they wanted to partner with me around that. I
Yeah.
was really excited, honestly, to show people Crested Buttes beauty because I haven't had
It was
many
so
like
beautiful.
pro yeah, like, I haven't had, like, many photographers come up there really, and I'm like, I'm trying with my iPhone to, like, capture it on runs, and I'm like, "This is just not doing it justice," you know? So, I'm excited to get them up there, and they did a great job capturing it. Yeah, I don't know, maybe people ask in the comments, let me know if I should do more of it, I don't know.
Yes, I loved it. I thought it was great. It was just and you were naturally perfect on there. I thought it was so natural.
Oh,
So,
good.
way to go. Okay, last big thing I wanna talk to you about is this book coming out in April. It's really exciting. I can't wait to read it. I mean, it's gonna be so cool. But looking at, like, everyone that's endorsed it is so like, the list is amazing. I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Joni, it's Allison Felix, it's Meb, it's Steve Magnus, like, all Molly Huddle, I'm probably forgetting because I don't have it right in front of me, but you have so many really big names that loved it so far, so congratulations just for that.
Oh, thanks. Well, you're in there. I talk about our Moscow trip, running a long run in the smoky hallways of our Moscow hotel. But,
It's so
yeah,
funny.
it was really fun to write. I felt like it's been in me for a few years, and I started it back in 2020, but, ended up, like, putting it aside and waiting till, like, about a year and a half ago to start really writing it, but, yeah, it was, it's really, like, everything I've learned along my running journey. It's been 30 years now of competing, and also what I believe is, like, kinda led to longevity for me in the sport, the both,
Mhm.
like, explicitly saying those kind of lessons, but also just explaining in story form, like,
Yeah.
how I came to those things, and yeah, it's been yeah, it was really a ton of work. Like, I wrote it myself,
Mm.
which, not many athletes do that. I didn't
Yeah.
use a writer. I started out using a writer, but I just really felt like I wanted it to be this piece of art that I, like, got to release into the world and, like, felt really proud about, and I didn't feel like I would
Yeah.
necessarily feel that way if someone else wrote it. So, yeah, it was a lot of work because I haven't written anything like that before. But yeah, I've gotten really good feedback on it from people. It's been really fun to just see, like, what people have already gotten out of it, the few people that have read it. And yeah, I'm really excited for it to get out there. It's available for pre-order now. If you pre-order it, you get a lot of awesome things that you don't get if you order it later. Like, I'm actually doing, like, a video where I go more into depth of things around longevity that I do, and like, actually, like, demonstrating some of that stuff, as well as you get, like, an autographed, like, thing to go in the book and some other stuff like that. So yeah, pre-order if you can, and yeah, I hope people enjoy it.
So it'll come out right around Boston Marathon time?
Comes out the day after
Oh.
Boston, April 21st. So yeah.
Oh, and then you're gonna go on a little book tour or a big book tour, I should say?
Yeah, probably little. It'll probably be kind of spread out where, yeah, I'll definitely do some stuff around Boston, and then that week
Mhm.
after, probably go some places. But then I think anytime I'm, like, racing somewhere, I just
Yeah.
want to use it as an opportunity to, like, meet more people, just interact with more people. Cause I
So
feel
cool.
like, elites, a lot of times we're, like, hunkering down, just, like, focused on our race. And so it's like, just talking to Meb, he was just saying how much he enjoyed, like, just taking the time with people, through
Sure.
through his book and the signings and stuff. So I wanna do that, like, anytime I'm racing somewhere. So yeah, it'll be fun.
Well, you have to come to Minnesota. I mean, maybe Grandma's or Twin Cities. I mean, you've been here many a times for have you raced up in Duluth, though?
I've never raced grandmas. That's been on my
Oh.
list, honestly.
Yeah, the half is
Yeah,
always
this
fun
year
if
would be
you
a good
aren't
year.
ready to do full. What'd
Yeah,
you
let's
say?
do it this year. This year would be the
Y
perfect year, I feel like. Let's do it.
Ooh, you'll love it, and you can even take a little vacay. It's kinda like Minnesota's little mountain town because it's on the water, but yet there's hills, and so it's not 9,000 feet, but it kinda resembles that type of look, you
I've
know?
I've been up there for a photo shoot with ASICS. It was beautiful. So I'd love to get back. Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have to let me know. Um, well, I just wanna say congratulations. I'm gonna do some rapid fire with you, but it really is fun, and I don't think that anyone is ready to let you talk about you maybe getting older and getting further in your career. Like, we're right in it with you. We're living for
So
today. And you are doing amazing things. So quit talking about what is next. Let's just stay right in it.
thanks.
Yeah. Okay, so my rapid fire this time is what's harder? Okay? So what's
All
harder?
right.
Thinking of what to make for dinner every night or seeing your kids drive off in a car alone for the first time?
Oh, drive off alone for sure.
I cannot think of what to make anymore though. Like I haven't seen Ruby drive
Yeah.
off yet. I have till April, but it is so hard.
Totally. Yeah, we have one more kid to drive. I'm like, then we're officially retired after, like, teaching 3 to drive. You're like, "Ugh, who
Yeah, and
I don't
it's
know who's
like
teaching
40
Lily." Yeah.
hours. 40 hours behind the wheel is a lot to drive around in the country roads.
Yeah. Uh,
Okay, what's harder, shoveling or raking?
Shoveling.
Do you like to do it or do you ask Ryan to do it?
I pretty much never shovel, I'm gonna be honest.
He's letting you be while you're still in it. You're still in it.
Yeah,
So maybe
I
it
can't retire so that I can, like, never have to shovel and things like
yeah,
that.
exactly. Okay, what's harder? Writing the conclusion or the end of your book or giving your first book a title?
Ooh, um, probably the title. My agent really came through with the title. I feel like he did an amazing job. I don't think I even mentioned
Yes.
it on here. The Love of the Grind book.
Yep. Oh,
Yes.
I'm going to mention it for you. But yes, For the Love of the Grind is an amazing title and it so fits you.
Oh, thanks.
Like,
Yeah, he
seriously.
killed it.
Okay. What's harder, burpees or box jumps?
Oh, geez, burpees. My arm strength is just not the same as my legs.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Okay. What's harder, getting over jet lag or running at 10,000 feet for the first time? Because you like are always kind of up that high, but it's hard when you're getting back into it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the 10,000 feet because you can always just drink more caffeine with the jet lag, you know?
Okay. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, I cannot take it. It is so bad. Okay. This one you just alluded to, but what's harder, running inside of a hotel during a blizzard for 16 miles or sleeping through the smell of smoke from the casino in that hotel for a week?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, not the sleeping, so we didn't actually sleep, I think, that whole trip.
Oh my Remember we packed the bottom of the door with wet towels. We were doing everything to try to get it to smell better. I don't think it was going to
Oh,
work. Okay. Last one. What's harder, sprinting at the end of a mile or at the end of a marathon?
oh gosh, probably the end of the marathon because, yeah, everything if your muscles just start shutting down, powering off, you're trying to turn them on at full speed.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I never have run a marathon as fast as you, but sprinting against you at the end of a mile was always hard. So, well, I'm gonna have to say they're both equally as hard. So, well, lady, thank you for your time and tell those
Uh-huh.
girls and Ryan I say hi from Minnesota and good luck this weekend.
I will. So good to see you. I'll see you soon.
Thanks so much for joining me today on See Tally Run. My guest was Sara Hall. You can find her on social media at Sara Hall 3. Big shout out to Run for supporting the show and to Andrew Harley, who produces all of it. Try Run and See Tally Run. So check out all 3 of those podcasts. Also, if you're a fan of this pod, we'd love to hear from you. You can leave a rating and a review in iTunes. All you have to do is visit ctallyrun.com/review and it'll bring you right to our show's page. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, X, and Instagram at ctallyrun and at Carrie Tollefson. And you can also check us out by visiting our website, ctallyrun.com. Thanks so much for joining us today. And don't forget to get after it.